It's hard to tell what's really going on with you. Are you being honest with him? Or are you just lying like you did to me? Are you hiding the truth, or are you finally coming clean? Look, they've even got my baby mom here tonight, and things are about to get way crazier. Now, here's the twist. Drake's got way more going on than just his usual industry drama and lawsuits. Sexyy Red just shocked everyone by confessing she gave Drake an STD. Yep, you read that right. But hold on, this story is about to get a whole lot messier. Keep watching, it's only getting started. So here's the crazy part. Sexyy Red reportedly caught the STD after hooking up with an OnlyFans entertainer, but the real jaw dropper, even though she knew she was infected, she kept passing it around to other guys like it was no big deal, like handing out candy on Halloween. Now, Drake and Red have supposedly been getting close for months. So when Red got infected, there was no way Drake could avoid getting that Sexyy Red special delivery. But here's the cold truth. Sources say Red didn't care, right? One bit. She just kept doing her thing no matter the consequences. Wild, right? Red and Z did have some similarities, but there's no way that they had the same style. Here's the real tea. Sexyy Red wasn't planning on telling Drake she infected him. The only reason she's coming clean now is because her baby daddy threatened to expose everything if she stayed quiet. Seriously, did she think Drake would never find out? Now, the big question is, what's Drake, the certified lover boy, gonna do about this whole mess? Stick with me, because we're about to dig into this scandalous situation. When I first heard about it, I couldn't believe it. I thought, she's seriously out here acting wild? Honestly, she must be at the clinic more than anywhere else. Now, for those of you who haven't heard, let me fill you in. Sexyy Red recently got exposed for catching herpes from an OnlyFans creator named Gochi Third Leg. After they hooked up. Things got even crazier when someone on X, formerly Twitter, dropped a bomb, a list of women Gucci allegedly infected. And guess who made the list at number 6? That's right, Red. Fans are losing their minds wondering if she's been spreading it around. It's one big mess, and it's only getting messier. Stay tuned. So here's where it gets crazy. Red gave a pretty unfortunate gift to all the men she's been with, and once the internet detectives started digging, they uncovered some shocking details. The tea is seriously hot right now. Apparently, Red knew she was infected all along, but that didn't stop her from spreading it to others, especially the rappers she's been getting close with. And of course, guess who keeps coming up? That's right, Drake. Now, a lot of people are struggling to believe that Red and Drake were really getting close, but the truth is that's exactly what's been happening. The more we find out, the wilder this story gets. Stay with me, because we're just getting started. So here's the deal. They've been acting super chill in public, pretending like they're just best friends. But let's be real. We all know Drake's usual type, and Red doesn't exactly fit that. But here's where it gets wild. Sources are now saying that Red and Drake have hooked up multiple times. I mean, what's a little fun between friends, right? Practically drooling over her the moment she blew up. Even dropping hints about being her baby daddy. All of this had people convinced that Drake and Red were definitely heating up the sheets while playing innocent besties online. Their whole saga started back in July last year when Red showed up at Drake's New York show. And let me tell you what happened. Drake literally walked right up to her in the middle of his performance and planted this kiss on her cheek, announcing to everyone, look, they got my baby mama here tonight. Look, they got my baby mama here tonight. Oh, but that's not even the half of it. When they linked up backstage, Drake was all over Red, like white on rice. Picture this. He had her sitting right there on his lap, just showering her with kisses all over her face and neck while she was running her fingers through his hair. Drake even had the audacity to share this intimate moment on his Instagram stories with the caption, "Just met my rightful wife. Sexy Red played right along." Sharing the same steamy photo with the caption, "I'm your favorite rapper." Favorite rapper, then Drake got all possessive in another post. Warning, if my girl see y'all backstage being thirsty, it's going to get smoky. You've got to hand it to Drake when he's interested in a woman. He really knows how to make her feel like she's the only girl in the world. Even though they were still trying to sell us this whole just friend story, several blogs started spilling tea about Red and Drake being an item. Red basically confirmed it herself when she slipped up during an interview, admitting to hooking up with Drake before trying to backtrack and play it off as some kind of joke right now. I just keep seeing pictures of you and Drake, what's going on with you and Drake? Yeah, I got a record coming. I'm just playing, that's my peoples. Yo, we got a song coming out. Do y'all really? I mean, supposed to be, but I did some little on Chris Cross song. He sent me a beat and I had rap for him or whatever he was with it. So we're gonna see if he dropped. Red couldn't help but have some fun with it, saying, "I love that. Is it gonna be named after you?" We all know Drake has a thing for making songs about the women he's involved with, but Red wasn't sure what he'd do next. He's always keeping us on our toes, right? Now, here's the thing. People weren't buying the just friend story for even a second. It was pretty clear that Red and Drake were sneaking around, trying to keep things low-key, but Red added fuel to the fire when she posted another cozy picture with Drake, captioning it, "With my man." Yeah, things just got a whole lot messier. Stay tuned, this story isn't over yet. Still free my other man, and let's talk about how Drake's been spoiling Red absolutely rotten. He's been showering her with expensive gifts and money. Like it's nothing. Like that time he casually dropped a $330,000 watch in her lap just because Red couldn't contain her excitement when she showed off that diamond-encrusted Cartier time piece on Instagram. "I me draw and turn me up draw." Okay, you see that? Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. You see that? See-through, take it off. But wait, there's more. Along with that stunning watch, Drake sent Red stacks of cash. She couldn't wait to show it off on Instagram, saying, "Thank you, Drake. Ice me out then, big boss." I appreciate that, big dog. But Drake wasn't done being generous. Next thing we know, Red is posting pictures in front of a private jet that Drake sent her to fly to New York. She couldn't help but brag, saying, "When Drake sends you a private jet to New York." And it didn't stop there. Things got even spicier when Drake started calling her. Yep, this story is heating up and you're gonna wanna stick around for what happens next. You won't believe this next part. Red's baby daddy even got in on the action when they teamed up with SZA for the Rich Baby Daddy music video. And trust me, the video was something else. Drake and Red really went all in on their roles. acting out scenes where Red was pregnant with Drake's baby, going into labor, and celebrating after the baby was born. Drake was having the time of his life playing the doting baby daddy, kissing Red's fake baby bump throughout the video. And guess what? He even seemed to throw in a little shout out to all the dating rumors, mentioning everything he's been up to in his verses. This whole thing is getting more interesting by the minute. You definitely won't want to miss what comes next. Drake's lyrics really tell the whole story, don't they? He's laying it all out there, from the watch to the private jet. Everything is connected. He starts off saying, "I knew it was love when it started as a friendship, and that's just the beginning." He's talking about how they were spending nights together, having fun, and I taught you. Then he drops a big line about taking her to Grace Bay, a place she'd never heard of until he bought the flight. He's making sure she knows just how special she is, saying, "You didn't even know how cold you were until I bought you ice." And here's the kicker. You can't even look at him the same. We're a different type. It's clear he's got her feeling different, texting her back when she's tripping, keeping things between them real and close. His lyrics really speak volumes about what's going on. Keep an eye on this, folks. It's just getting started. Safe Flight people's theories about Drake and Red's relationship were all over the place. Some were convinced they were hooking up. Others thought it was just for publicity. And some even suggested Drake was getting paid to hang around Red during his podcast. Joe Boutons stirred the pot by suggesting there was absolutely no way Drake would willingly spend time with Red. He insisted their whole relationship had to be some kind of arrangement where Red's management was paying Drake to co-sign her. But Red wasn't having any of that nonsense. She took to Twitter to put Joe Boudon and his followers in their place, calling them straight up dumb. Besides showering her with gifts and stacks of cash, Drake went as far as calling Red his guiding light and muse, while sharing photos from his It's All a Blur Big as the What tour with J. Cole. And El Durk, Drake dropped this bomb. "Red really is my muse in this short and confusing life." The way Drake was fawning all over Red, you'd think he was about to drop down on one knee from Pose. But then something strange happened. Fans noticed they suddenly stopped interacting like they used to, and rumors started flying that they'd had some kind of falling out. Nobody knew exactly what caused the rift. But once Red got exposed for spreading herpes to multiple men, people started connecting the dots. Drake must have cut ties with Red because he got caught in the crossfire. The whole mess started when word got out that Red hooked up with HSB2. Red's baby daddy was the one who blew the lid off everything on Instagram, exposing her for trying to infect him too. He dropped a recorded phone call where he confronted her about having multiple STDs, claiming she knew about them, and still tried to deliberately pass them to him. He put her on blast, saying, "Y'all favorite rapper." She said she's burning everybody, getting burnt. You got to be strong for that North Side P because it's not for the weak. And the weak, remember you started this. Why you lying? Do all know what's going on with you? Do you tell him? Burn it, or do you lie to him like you did? Or did you lying, you lying, or did you lying, you telling them the truth? What you telling them the truth when you all can keep it gangster? When you want to keep it gang, yeah, that's what you did. You lied to me for, can't ruin anybody else's life. I didn't know what he was known for. I didn't know who he was. And it is